Hey guys, I want to give you a message today that I want you to share with your kids. And the reason why I tell you this is so important because so many kids today right now, they're just trying to fit in. Everything they're trying to do, they're trying to dress like each other, they're trying to wear the same shoes, they're trying to put the same makeup on, they're on the cell phones, they're on the chat, and everything they do, everything is to form this community and this bond. Let me tell you something. When I was in high school, I get it, I was popular, but I got to tell you one thing about me when I was popular. I didn't fit in. I didn't do the things that everybody else was doing. I never drank, I never smoked, I never did any drugs. And to this day, I still live that kind of lifestyle. So what I want to tell you is this, that even when people get older and they get into adulthood, they still try to fit in. They still try to get and appease everybody. They try to look for people's approval in everything that they do. They join the country clubs. They join the same social groups. They try to do everything similar. They try to get everybody's approval indirectly or directly. But everybody else is trying to do that all the time, trying to look good and trying to fit in. But here's the crazy part of it all. You idolize people that don't fit in. You idolize people that stand out. So why do you want to fit in? It doesn't even make any sense. There are going to be people, I'm not going to tell you that in life this happens all the time, that everybody out there, everybody's listening to me right now in this message, everybody's got an opinion. They'll tell you how to run their business. They'll try to tell you how you should look, they'll tell you how you should act. They'll tell you if you're losing weight. They'll tell you if you're gaining weight. They'll try to critique you. They'll tell you all the things that you're doing wrong, but yet they don't even have their own life figured out, but yet they'll tell you how to run your life. Listen to me. You've got to own yourself. Don't let other people run your life. Don't look for anybody else's approval. Don't try to fit in. You be you. You be you. I was talking to my son the other day. He was telling me right now that in high school at 16 years old, all these kids are smoking weed. All of them, even the athletes are smoking weed. And they're vaping out there because everybody else is doing that. And that's the in thing to do in the social club. But he told me, he goes, Daddy, I don't do any of that stuff. And I don't ever want to do that stuff. I don't want to be like them because he told me he's got a dream to play Division I basketball. And here's the thing. Most of those kids, they're never going to play Division I basketball. But he knows he's got a shot. He knows he's got the potential. He knows he's got the ability. He knows he's got the talent. He's got the worth ethic. He's got the mindset. So he doesn't want to fit in. He wants to fit out. And little by little, what I'm noticing with my little boy is that he's consistently changing and he's growing. He's getting bigger. He's getting stronger. And his mentality is actually evolving. And so I want to encourage you today. If you're having issues with your children, and they're having problems on the social media, and these guys are weak, and they're trying to, what they're doing is they're having parties, and they're literally trying to pull people out from those parties because they're not invited to those parties. So they say these little shots that, hey, you weren't invited here and you weren't invited there, and they're showing those shots out there. I hear it all the time from a lot of my patients that they feel frustrated that their little kids are being, basically expelled in the internet world. And listen to me, you have got to tell these kids that they've got to become strong in their own identity. It doesn't matter what the other people are doing. They're just followers in life. It's like going on the highway of life. You're driving down the road and there's two lanes. What happens? Everybody follows the same lane. What do? I stand out. I go to the other lane because I know there's a shortcut. Don't be like everybody else. You tell those kids to be strong. You tell those kids to have their own identity and not be followers. And later on, because they're not followers, people will be following them. And that's really all I got to say.